Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Platypi franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4, year number 2. Last episode for our Platypi, we started a little bit of a winning trend as we rallied behind AVA and beat the Buzzards at Shaka 4-2, and then beat the Sawteeth at home behind the likes of Cecil Sawyer. With those two victories, we've now won 4 of our last 5 games and currently sit in first place with a game-and-a-half advantage over the Grapplers and B-Wolves as we head into a doubleheader today with the Overdogs in the first game, and in the second game we will have the Wideloads. Now, I have been thinking about potentially making some roster moves to help the club more effectively use its discipline traits, and we did discuss this in the comments section after the last couple of videos, actually, and I am willing to make the moves to do so. However, there is going to be a little bit of a catch. Bear with me. It's not going to be the full moves we discussed in the comments section. Number one, we cannot go out and get starter Lana Rhymes just yet, unfortunately. She is too expensive, and she is actually the only other disciplined player that is actually left for the pieces to all fall together, and right now she's worth 6. She's only worth 4.1, and she's currently wanting 6.8. We need that price to come down a little bit, which unfortunately means she's not going to be signed before the end of this episode, most likely, unless she magically drops $3 million here after this first game. It's probably not happening. So, in order to compensate for that, we are going to have to make a corresponding roster move to replace that spot before doing it. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare. Listen. Hey, one boy, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Hopefully your day's been well. I know I'm giving you a bit of a heart attack with this Lana Rhymes information. I will hear you out on this front. Feel free. Oh, it's funny. Oh, that's good, that's good. Glad I see you're paying attention. I came into a practice, you would see her. Hell nah. Don't worry, we're not signing her just yet anyway. It will be down the road, because it's the only move that makes sense. Unless another disciplined player is magically released from their team. There is actually a way we can get around it without having to sign her. And that involves getting wild thrower Kara Kawaguchi. So there is a way to get around it where we won't have to touch the pitching staff, but I kind of want to at the same time because I don't think Rusty Nozzle is going to be the guy for us as the number 4 starter moving forward. I'm thinking what we need to do is go back to the way the Platypi originally were, which was having Rufus Zumar in the starting rotation as the number 4, even though he is one of our best relievers. Or we put Lola Knops in as the 4th starter, keep Zumar in the bullpen as the closer, which he can split time with Sorelli. Both of them are actually active relievers. Rhymes has surrounded, and it would be at Tier 2 if we were to go down this path. Because we will end up cutting Rusty Nozzle, who is Spirited. So Spirited will be going down to Tier 2 regardless. Now so I'm going to start with the one roster move I am going to make, that I am already convinced of making, and that is to bring in backup catcher Grizz Signoro. His discipline nature is going to help us out massively. He's already aggressed to basically nothing anyway, and his arm behind the plate is going to help us when we need to move O'Bugliams out to the outfield, and we don't have to rely on cuffing him late in games when runners are going to be stealing on us every day. So if we bring Signoro in, that means we have to cut an offensive player. So going down the list, we can't cut cuffing him because we need her discipline trait. We're not cutting Seb Swolson. That's just no, that's not happening. Kitty Kaufman is safe. Maggie Rags actually put on a show last episode, so she is safe for now. Beefcake, he's not going anywhere. Hans Slipperio is open to being cut. However, he is not the person I'm cutting with this move. CFL, he's not going anywhere. Rory Crowds, we need him for the discipline nature. Spitz McKinney is going to be the player I'm cutting here, and that is because Steve-O Reeves is going to have pinch perfect at Tier 3 when all these roster moves are said and done. McKinney although keeping our competitive traits afloat at Tier 2, is not necessary for this team's future. And RBI Hero is going to be going down to Tier 2 regardless, so his value to us is actually a lot less. So if we get rid of him here, this is going to free up $3.1 million, and it will give us a legitimate backup catcher should, heaven forbid, Hera or Camilla go down with an injury. So bringing Grizz in brings us in a veteran presence still in the locker room. Then we move down the list here. Next up is second baseman Turbo Miles. Now this is purely for the pinch runner scenarios we have late in games, and also the probably pinch hitter with less than 2 strikes situation. I got 20 mil, this is true. So bringing in Spitz, this is where we're going to get rid of Slipperio. Now, we don't need Slipperio because he's not producing very much offensively. Although he is a great fielder and is going to be missed at shortstop, Maggie Rags can sub in as a legitimate shortstop, and she proved she is effective offensively if used in the right situation. We need to spend some money. I would love to spend some money, but there's no one out here right now, my guy. I would love to. I'm looking at this free agent pool. There is literally nothing above a C+. And besides, there's a method. There's a method to this madness. It's going to work out. I have a good feeling about this. If we get rid of Slipperio here, this frees up another $1 million. Now, ideally, I don't want to make this move now because Miles is not down the right amount of money to be spending on him. We're actually overpaying him. But this does give us a good pinch runner off the bench for those late game situations when we want to use a pinch runner. And he can also function as a backup pinch hitter option if necessary. Plus, he still plays second and shortstop. If we're really desperate, we can throw him out there in shortstop and say, oh, well, we tried. So this is going to put us at 21.2 mil, and now we're 1 away from putting Disciplined at Tier 3, and unfortunately, this is going to require the sacrifice of either bringing in Kara Kawaguchi now, which if we do that, we have to cut an offensive player. And I don't see the way we're going to be able to do that, unfortunately, now looking at this sheet, because that would require us probably cutting someone like either Rory Crowds, which we can't do, or Bryson Avalos, which puts Crafty down to Tier 2. And we have a lot of Crafty traits, so that's kind of dumb. So what is the roster move that is going to put us there? I don't know. We're going to have to wait. But what we are going to do is we are going to bring in the reliever Huck and Duck. Now, Huck and Duck is going to put competitive back at Tier 2, which will help out with Hera's cannon arms. That's not going to be affected. And we will get rid of Rusty Nozzle in the same breath, freeing up another $3 million. And this will bump either Zumar or Knops into the starting rotation, depending on which one we want to put there. Basically, it's going to be whichever one's more well-rested. That's going to be the answer to that question. So bringing in Huck and Duck frees up another $3 million. Now we're at $24.5 million. A nice little chunk of change here. And now if we can bring in Kara or Lana with our next roster move, we'll have our team set with the Tier 3 discipline traits that we want. Now the question is, who do we cut? That's the question. Because Kara can only play third base. She's basically Sky Rodriguez, but more defensive-minded with a negative fielding trait. So that means we'd either have to cut Avalos or Reeves. And right now, I don't feel like cutting either of them at the current moment. Because either way, one of them is going to have a Tier 3 discipline trait. And going by the future of the team, I think Avalos is the more important option for our future. Am I a bit closer? Oh, no, I have a fan on behind me. Sorry, I keep spinning and hitting it. My bad. I keep spinning and the breeze keeps hitting my open mic. That's my bad. Let me block that a little bit better because it is mighty hot down here. There we go. Okay, so we got all that. So that's what we have right now. I like it. I like what we have built here. Now the question is, can we complete this build or am I just crazy? 5 relievers, 4 starters. It would have to be an offensive player. It would probably end up being Steve-O Reeves. Which is a shame because he is actually pretty good. But as a better defensive option off the bench, Kara does offer that for third base. That is the question. Have to come back. I mean, if we want this to work out, we're going to need to make the move to do it. So I guess we'll just rip the Band-Aid off now, unfortunately. It is going to cost us Steve-O, but it will give us the Tier 3 discipline traits, which will balance us out, which is where the Platypi was most effective last season. Now, hopefully these moves have made this so that we won't be inconsistent anymore. And now we can jump into the action today. Taking on the Overdogs here in the first game of the episode. They come in at 9-9. We come in at 11-7. On the mound for them will be Werner Bergenberg, 1-1 with a 4.91 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP with the Tier 3 Elite Slider trait. And on the mound for us will be rookie right-hander Seth Dubbs, 2-2 with a 4.68 ERA and a 1.24 WHIP, Tier 2 Pick Officer and Tier 2 Elite Slider. Lineup we have, leading off at second base, is locked in Kitty Coffin. Then right fielder Bryson Avalos is due to bat second. Harold Williams will catch batting in the 3 slot. Beefcake is slotted at the number 4 slot. Rory Crowds is in left batting 5th. Colliner is in center field. Charlie freaking Lopez is at shortstop. And we have Maggie Rags at first base. I'm actually going to make the move. We are going to put her at shortstop today. We are going to put Sweb Swolson at first base. And we are going to move this lineup around a little bit. I am going to move Hera up to the 2. We're going to have Beefcake bat 3rd because he's our best hitter. Colliner will bat 4th. I will have Swolson bat 5th. Crowds bat 6th. Avalos bat number 7. And Rags will bat number 8. With Dubs on the mound. And the lineup for the Overdogs, we're going to probably going to wear our regular home uniforms here because there are visitor uniforms, obviously, have black and yellow in them. Leading off, locked in at first base, Sack the Song. Great. Then locked in center fielder, Man and Moon. Third baseman, Rhonda Horn. Locked in shortstop, former freebooter, Pomp Ducci. Second baseman, Elroy Action. Left fielder, Pooch Ponderosa. Right fielder, Casper Stern. Tense catcher, Samuel Perez. And pitcher, Werner Bergenberg. They literally just signed Man and Moon out of the free agent pool a few episodes ago, so he is a brand new addition. They picked up Electra from the Grapplers. They still have Kasha Emin, Anton Goodwood, and Rafael Gonzalo. They also picked up Bobby Odor at some point. Interesting choices. Let's jump into it and have some fun, shall we? Game 1 coming at you under the lights at Colonial Plaza. Let's see how the new look Platypi handled today's competition. As I know our offense ratings took a big hit here, but I have a feeling this is going to work out. And our defense rating also took a hit as well, unfortunately. But that is the breaks here when it comes to trying to iron out the roster. And I think we did get rid of a lot of inconsistent performers. Rusty Nozzle was obviously at the end of his rope. He wasn't doing anything effectively for us. Hans Leperio, inconsistent as all hell. And between him and Charlie Lopez, the old man has the legacy thing for him. So we ain't going to get rid of him over Sleperio, who never really cemented himself as part of the team. McKinney, was just a placeholder. I mean, we didn't need him anymore. And then getting rid of Steve Reeves wasn't in the original plan, but factoring in the chemistry changes, it needed to be done. Which is a shame, because Reeves did have a solid trait I would have loved to use. All right. First up, Seth Dubbs, rookie's numbers, 2-2, 4.68 ERA and a 1.24 WHIP, 13 earned runs given up, 4 starts, 25 innings pitched, averaging 6 1/3 innings a start. Just under that, actually. 31 hits surrendered, 11 strikeouts, 4 homers, and a batting average against of 310. Lineup for the Overdogs, or leading off for the Overdogs, is locked in first baseman Sack the Song, the star of their offense. Powers, right-hander, and off-speed hitter both active, hitting .230 on the year. Only 2 homers and 6 RBIs. A bad offensive production year for Sack the Song, despite his modest hitting traits. The ball down in the way on the first pitch from Dubs is lined into right field because I forgot he had off-speed hitter that quickly, and that is an immediate leadoff single. Man and Moon up next, center fielder locked in. Powers, righty, and first pitch Prayer both active here, hitting .417 with a homer, 2 RBIs. Cannon arm is behind the plate there on Williams, and Song has really good speed at first. Pick officer active for Dubs. We'll see if they try to send him here. Moon locked in, first pitch heater down and in, hit up the middle, and that is a base knock. That is 2 pitches and 2 hits here for the Overdogs offense, as they are immediately ready to strike in the first.
The third baseman, number 20.
I kept him. I kept Song, so hopefully he heats up. He did good during playoffs, but Bloop didn't show up. Oh no, not Bloop Michaels. I mean, Bloop was solid in the regular season, too. That is a shame to see. He's, of course, referring to his custom franchise. We're on to Horn coming up. Third baseman hitting into 3 slide, hitting 265 with 1 homer, 7 RBIs on the year. Change flipping in on the first pitch. Runners go. Throw to third by Williams. Not in time. I should have gone for second. 2 in scoring position now. Nobody out as Song and Moon both get stolen bases. Song's first 7th of the year. He's 7 for 7. And Moon is 2 for 2. 0-1 count to Horn. Heater down and in. That's a strike called. 0-2. Whiffer activates 4. Slider up and away. Holster the sword. Chased it outside. First punch out for Dubs.
The shortstop, number 0.
Next up is Platypi, the former freebooter. Shortstop is locked in. He's been trained up into an infielder. Pomp originally starts as a first and third base option only. Locked in, hitting 265 with 4 homers, 9 RBIs. Slider up on the first pitch. That's fouled back, 0-1. Heater down and in. That's lined to right field. Avalos coming on. Slides. Makes the nice catch. 2 down. Runner tagging from third. Throw in from Avalos. Not in time. It is a sac fly for Duchi. Overdogs on the board. It is 1-0. Runner does hold at second. Next up is second baseman El Reaction with first pitch Slayer. He's hitting only 209 on the year. 2 homers. 11 RBIs on the season. Ball down and in on the first pitch. Low and in. Ball 1. Heater down in the way. Low and outside. 2-0. Slider up and in. Foul back, 2-1. Heater up and away. Check strike, 2-2. Change it down and away. Grounder to second. Kaufman there holding runner. Charges. Throw to first in time, and that ends the inning. Good start, Dubs, despite the sac fly scoring a run from Duchi. Dogs up 1-0, bottom 1. Kaufman, Williams, and McStevens coming up against Werner Bergenberg. Young right-hander on the mound for the Dogs. Here's Kitty Kaufman. Second baseman locked in with bad ball hitter, hitting 356 with a homer and 4 RBIs. Bergenberg on the year, 1-1, a 4.91 ERA and a 120 whip. 10 earned runs given up in 4 starts, 18 in the third innings pitched. He's averaging 4 and a third innings to start. Actually 4.5 innings, so almost 4 2/3. 13 hits surrendered, 9 walks, 4 homers, 13 strikeouts, and a batting average against a 188. He's done a good job of keeping base runners off the base paths, but hasn't gotten a lot of run support this year, and his ERA has actually gone up because he's thrown a lot of pitches. Does have Tier 3 elite slider, though, against Kaufman with her Tier 2 bad ball hitter as that heater's up and in high. Ball 1. Kaufman hitting 356, 1 homer, 4 RBIs in the years. That slider hits the top of the zone, 1-1 count. Slider up, line to second, right at action, 1 down. Next up, Harold Williams, the catcher with off-speed hitter. Hitting 465, 3 homers, 9 RBIs on the year. Tier 3 off-speed hitters. That heater's down and away. Strike called, 0-1. Heater down, hit at the middle. Base hit for Williams, and that is through into right center. 1 out knock here for the Platypi offense. Brings up captain, Beefcake Stevens. Third baseman's on a bit of a cold streak right now. Down to 405 in the batting average department. 6 homers, 17 RBIs. He has Tier 3 high pitch active here. Cutter up and in. Just actually middle in. Fouled off, 0-1. Cutter up, cracked by Beefcake deep to right of center, hit pretty well, but that hangs up for Moon at the warning track. 2 down. That is going to bring up Hayam Callner, center fielder, back in the lineup after recovering from a twisted finger. He had a pinch hit home run last episode, hitting 400 with 10 homers, 18 RBIs. Slider down, strike called from Bergenberg, 0-1. Either way, fouled back, it's 0-2. There it goes. Cutter up and away. Hit back to Bergenberg, who knocks it down behind the mound. Action there. Throw to first. And in time to end the inning. Just got Callner by a step. Nothing doing for us in the first. To the second. Ponderosa, Stern, and Perez coming up against Dubs. Pooch Ponderosa leading off. Left fielder hitting 111. 2 homers. 4 RBIs on the season. Heater up on the first pitch. Fouled back. 0-1. Change of middle in. Fouled off. 0-2. A little early. Slider away. Pop foul. Beefcake over near the dugout. Watches it drop out of his reach. 0-2. Ball up and in. Fouled off. Still 0-2. Heater middle in. Grounder in the hole to short. Rags over on the backhand. Makes the stop. 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, number
Next up,
22,
Casper Stern hitting .341 with a homer. 6 RBIs on the year. Low pitch and mind game are both active here. Slider up and away in the first pitch. Hit in the hole to second. Slow roller. Kaufman charges. Throw to first. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, number 12,
Base is empty for catcher Samuel Perez. Backup getting the start today to give Goodwood a day off. Tent's hitting .143 with 2 RBIs. Peter up and in. High. Ball 1. Ball down in the way. Pulled on the ground to third. Beefcake there on a hop. Makes the play. 1-2-3 inning for Dubs. Bottom 2, it's 1-0. Swolson, Crowds, and Avalos coming up here for the Platypi. 5, 6, and 7. Sebi Swolson leading off. First baseman with bad ball hitter active. Hitting .383. 2 homers. 10 RBIs on the year. Cutter down in the way. Ripped over the third baseman's glove. Nice swing, Sebi. He's on with the leadoff knock. So first pitch swing in there from Seb, and that'll bring up left fielder Rory Crowds with tier 3 inside pitch. 327, 8 RBIs on the year. Long look at first there from Bergenberg as that slider's low. Ball 1. Slider outside. 2-0 count to Crowds. Slider from the way, hitting the whole base hit past the first baseman on the dive. First and second now, nobody down. Platypi have 2 on for Bryson Navalos, the rookie right fielder who's locked in. He has high pitch active. Hitting .356 with an RBI. He made a nice diving catch in the field back in the first inning. He also drove in his first career run last episode against the Sawteeth. Chase the cutter low, 0-1. Now tier 3 high pitch. Runner go on the next pitch. Change up way outside. Throw to third. Just in time to get Sebi as he's caught stealing, but the runner does advance to second. That's Crowds. Crowds 3 for 4 on steals this year. Seb is now 1 for 2. A 1-1 count to Avalos. Change up and in. Pulled foul. 1-2. Get up and in, grounded in the hole to short, slow roller. Ducci throws the third, and Rick gets the runner back, and that is a fielder's choice as Avalos has great speed to run it up the line. 2 on, 1 down for Maggie Rags. Locked in at shortstop today, hitting an even .500 with 3 RBIs driven in through 2 games played. Change up at the knees, pulled a foul early, 0-1. Sliders inside, ball 1. Cutter down in the way, low, 2-1, good eye. Pitch out, nothing doing, 3-1. Peter down the middle, fouled back, counts full. There it goes. Peter up, lined in the hole to short, base hit as Rags pulled him out of position on the hit and run. That is going to be an RBI single for Rags, digging for second. She'll make it in there safely. RBI double for Maggie. It is tied at 1. Nice job, guys. Way to go. A little mind game there against the Overdogs. We're all tied up, and that'll bring up Seth Dubs, the pitcher, who's hitless, looking for his first career hit and also RBI in this instance. 2 on, 1 down, and the infield is playing back. They are not expecting a bunt or anything. Dubs, go show him what you got, Rook. Peter down and in, Nubber the short. Ducci throws the first. It's a fielder's choice ground out as the run scores. First career RBI for Dubs. It is 2-1. Rags to third on the play, and now to bring up Kaufman with 2 down. Locked in still, 0 for 1. Looking to bring home another run here. Bergenberg now tense. Cutter up and in, that's a strike. 0-1, nice start to the at-bat. Peter away, fouled off late, it's 0-2. Slider away, Kaufman goes with it, driving it to right. That'll hang up though for Stern down the line, and that'll end the inning. 2 home, though, in the inning for the Platypi as Rags and Dubs drive in 1 each. It's 2-1 to the third. Bergenberg, Song, and Moon coming up. Dubs back to the bump in the third. Here's Bergenberg. Pitcher tense, hitting .333 on the season. Curveball up on the first pitch. Floats in there for a strike. 0-1. Change it down. That's low. 1-1. Peter up and away. Blew it by indoors. 1-2. Slider down and away. Can I help you, Werner? Nah, you're just looking. Get out of here. Second punch out for Dubs as we holster the sword. 2 down. 1 down here for Song. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. He's locked in here. Heater up and away in the first pitch. Popped him up. Foul. Will that stay in play for Williams? It will not, as it's over the screen. 0-1. Forcing me down and in. Chased it low. Fouled it off. 0-2. Heater up and in. High. 1-2. Good eye. Heater away. Doors. Blew it by Song. Third punch out for Dubs. 2 down for Man and Moon. 1-for-1 with a single. Slider in on the first pitch. High. Ball 1. Little inside as well. Change it down and away. Lined at the middle base hit for Man and Moon as he sat on it. His second hit of the day. He's 2 for 2. On with 2 down in the inning. Now to bring up Rhonda Horn, who's 0 for 1. Ball down and in on the first pitch. Check strike at the knees. 0-1. Slider from away. Runner goes. Taken outside. Throw down by Williams. Cannon arm. Nails him at second. Thanks to pick officer. And that ends the inning. Action. You got her once. You're not going to get her again. That ends the inning. Bottom 3. It's 2-1. Well, Williams, McStevens, and Collin are coming up. There's a Williams. 1 for 1 with a single. And she just threw out a base runner. She's feeling it. Osby hitter active for Moon. That is their second attempt to steal this today. He is now 2 for 3 on the season, as he did succeed the first time, but not the second time. One thing I love to do when I got a K in wiffle ball is shout Mississippi Bayou. Nice. I like that. I like that. Solid. Let him hear it. Let him feel the embarrassment of missing a wiffle ball. Bergenberg still 10s from last inning. Heater down, chop to second. Slow roller for action on his backhand. 1 down. Beefcake up next. Captain 0 for 1 today. Flew out to the warning track in center his first at bat. Slider hangs on the first pitch. Cracked deep to center field. That's carrying well. Moon running out of room. Looking up at the wall. Crikey, it's been sent to the land down under as it lands in the batter's eye. Dead center there in the first row. Home run for the captain. Beefcake hits his 7th of the year. It is now 3-1. Platypi extend the lead. Hey, I'm calling her up next. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out. His first time up. Slider up and in inside. 1-0. Slider hangs, hit up the middle, past the diving action into right center. That's a base hit. Calling her now 1 for 2. Next up, Sebi Swolson, 1 for 1 with a single. He's been caught stealing, though. Long loop at first for Bergenberg. Pick off, not in time. Checked inside on the cutter. Good pitch, 0-1. Cutter up, rope to left field by Swolson. That is into the sliding glove of Ponderosa, though, for the second out. Throw back to first, not in time. 2 down for Crowds, 1 for 1 with a single. Stolen base today. Runner goes on the first pitch. Slider inside. Strike called. Throw down to second by Perez in the dirt. Not in time. Colliner steals second. Where are you, Colliner? Colliner's 3rd of the year. He's 3 for 5. 0-1 count to Crowds. Heater outside. Way out of the plate. 1-1. Slider middle in. Jam shot by Crowds to right field. Sinking quickly into the sliding glove, though, of Casper Stern. And that ends the inning. 1 home, though, on the home run by the captain, Beefcake, as he goes yard for the 7th time this season. 3-1 to the 4th. Horn, Ducci in action coming up. Heart of the lineup for the Overdogs. Rhonda Horn's at bat resets. She struck out swinging her first at bat. Slider down and in on the first pitch. Sat on it. Belted to right field on the line, but Avalos is there. 1 down. Next up is Ducci, who hit a sac fly his first time up. He was robbed of a base hit, though, on a sliding catch by Avalos in right. Sign stealer activated, telling him it's a fastball, but that's out of the zone away. Ball 1. Slider away, out of the zone, 2-0. Curveball up and in. Floats in there high, 3-0. Forcing him down and in. Sat on it, and he goes with it up the middle on the chopper. Base hit for Pomp. He's 1 for 1. Tier 3 base jogger active, though. Ooh, okay. Good to know. Action up next, 0 for 1, intense. Change down and in on the first pitch. Check strike. 0-1. Heater up and away. Chased it out of the zone. Doors. 0-2. Slider up and in. Check swing. Can I help you, Elroy? Nah, you just looking. Get out of here. Fourth punch out for Seth. Next up, Ponderosa for 1. Pump my Astro and freebooter beloved. That's right, because of the sign stealer trade. Of course, the Astros convicted of the sign stealing scandal. Throw down on the way in the first pitch. Strike called. Throw down by a Wuglands. Cannon arm. Oh, almost got him. Ducci steals second, though. Barely. Palm's third of the year. He's 3 for 3. 1 count here to Ponderosa. Change up and in. Whiffed on at 0-2. Caught him out in front. Forcing him up and away. Line to short. Rags there holding the runner, and that ends the inning. Bottom fourth, 3-1. Avalos, Rags, and Dubs coming up. Bottom of the lineup for the Platypi here in the fourth. Here's Avalos, so for 1, but locked in today. Reached on the fielder's choice his first at bat, and then I believe he scored. Heater up and in. Crushed by Avalos to left of center. Carrying well, but that hangs up for Moon. 1 pitch, 1 out. Next up is Maggie Rags, who continues to hit hot. RBI double her first at bat. She's 1 for 1. Locked in as well still. Cut her away. Strike called. 0-1. Slider at the knees. Fouled back by Rags. It's 0-2. Cut her up. Out of play. Pulled. 0-2. Out in front of the changeup. You got me on that one. I was looking heater. First punch out for Bergenberg. 2 down for Dubs. 0 for 1 with an RBI ground out his first at bat. Heater up and away. Chased it late. 0-1. Checked high on the heater. 1-1. Slider up. Late swing. 1-2. Slider down. Chased it. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Bergenberg. He's at 2 today. 1-2-3 inning for him. To the 5th. It's 3-1. Stern, Perez, and Bergenberg coming up. Casper Stern leading off, 0 for 1 today. Flew out his first time up. Heater up in the first pitch. Taken high, ball 1. Slider up and away. Check strike, 1-1. Nice pitch, nice pitch. Throw ball up and away. Whiffed on at 1-2. Got him out in front of it again. Change up and in. Sat on it, pulled foul, 1-2. Goes up and in. Sat on it again, cracked the left field, hit pretty well. Crowds to the warning track, though. 1 down. Next up is Perez. He's 0 for 1. Forcing him up and down the first pitch. Check strike, 0-1. Fooled him on it. Change it down. Check low, 1-1. Dribble down in the way. Chased out of the zone. Grounder in the hole to third. McStevens over. Cuts it off. Throw to first. 2 down. Bergenberg up next, back to neutral. He's 0 for 1 with the strikeout looking. Change up and away in the first pitch. Whiffed on at 0-1. Peter middle in, blew it by him, 0-2. Down in the way. Blew it by him, Doors. 5th punch out for Dubs. 1-2-3 inning, bottom 5. We're halfway home. Pitchers duel right on tap. 3-1 the score. Kaufman, Williams, and McStevens coming up. Kaufman leads off 0 for 2 today. No longer locked in, though. Trying to figure out where her day's going wrong. Change of misses inside from Bergenberg. 1-0. Cut her up line at the middle. Base hit for Kaufman. There's her first hit. She's 1 for 3. Just out of the diving reach there of Ducci. Next up, Williams. Grounded out last at bat. 1 for 2 with a single. Slider up and away out of the zone. Ball 1. Down and away on the heater. 2-0. Heater up, line to third. Over the glove of Horn. It's a base hit. Second hit for Hera. She's 2 for 3. 2 on. Nobody out. Next up, Beefcake. 1 for 2. Solo homer last at bat on a hanging slider. High pitch active. Slider hangs. Line to right center. Down for a base hit. Kaufman heading to third. She's going to be sent around. Williams will hold it second on the RBI single. 4-1 Platypi. Second RBI of the day for Beefcake as the captain delivers. And that'll activate RBI hero for Colliner. 2 on. Nobody out still. 1 for 2 with a single. Bergenberg tense again. We'll see if they get that bullpen moving soon. Change away out of the zone, ball 1. Peter up and in, rope to left field, base hit for Colliner, but right at Ponderosa will hold a Wugliums. Bases loaded, nobody out. 4 hits to start the inning for the Platypi. Here's Sebi Swolson looking to break it open. 1 for 2 with a single. Bad ball hitter active. Burgessburg staying out there. Peter down the lane, number to second. That could be 2, and it will be 2 as that double play is recorded, but a run scores. It is 5-1. Runner at third, 2 down for Crowds. 1 for 2 with a single. Inside pitch still active. Peter down in the dirt. Ball 1, nowhere near the zone. Peter down and then popped him up in foul territory on the third base side. Will it stay in play for Horn? Yes, it will, and that will end the inning. We only get 2 that inning, 1 on a single by Beefcake and 1 on a double play ground out by Swolson. 5-1 now the score to the 6th. Song, Moon, and Horn coming up. Here's Sack the Song, 1 for 2 with a single. Struck out last at bat. Still locked in. Peter up and in on the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Down and away. Lined over first, leaping Swolson out of his reach. It's a base hit. Leadoff single for Song. He's on. Nobody out. Stubbs down the neutral. Here's Man and Moon. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Slider up on the first pitch. Check strike 0-1. The ball hangs. Pulled foul by Moon. Out of play. Thank God. 0-2. Peter up, high out of the zone, 1-2. Change down and away. Holster the sword, 6 punch out for Dubs as he got him to chase it off the plate. 1 down, here's Horn, 0 for 2 today. Change down and in on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Got her up and away. Chase, line to third, Beefcake leaps just out of his reach at the base hit. First and second now with 1 down as the Overdogs threatening here in the 6th inning. Dubs down to neutral again. Here's Ducci, 1 for 1 with an RBI on a sac fly. He also singled last at bat and stole a base. He's locked in. We're down and away in the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Change it down and in. Checked inside and low, 1-1. Slider up and away. Chased out of the zone, liner to first. 1 hopper to Swolson to second, 1. Kaufman to first, not in time, as that was a very slow throw from Swolson. Runners at the corners, 2 down for Elroy Action, who's tense and 0 for 2. Still has a good RBI chance, though, to try and bring someone home. First pitch change up and in. He sat on it, belts it deep to left field. Crowds running out of room, but it holds up at the warning track for him, and that ends the inning. We get out of it, stranding 2, bottom 6. We're still up 5-1. Quality start now for Dubs on the books. Avalos, Rags, and Dubs coming up. We'll see if we want to pitch hit for Seth or keep it going. Whew, indeed, you said it, buddy. Here's Avalos, 0 for 2 today, still locked in. He has stolen a base and scored a run, though. Dubs, you're at 66. You got enough in the tank for 1 more, buddy. Get your bat. Peter then blind by Avalos to right of center, and that is a base hit. Moon gets it in. A first to hit for Bryson today. He's 1 for 3. Rookie on to start the 6th, and that will bring up Rags, 1 for 2 with an RBI double. No longer locked in, though. Bergenberg is done here after 5+ innings, though. 5 earned runs. Runner at first, his responsibility. Coming out of the bullpen is Maverick McMahon, the former Sandcats reliever, and 1-time freebooter as well. 1.44 ERA, 0.60 whip, and 22 strikeouts. Pardon me. Either way, strike called, 0-1, nice pitch. Pick off the first, back safely. Either way, dumped by Rags into shallow left center. Down over the diving glove of Ducci. Throw to third by Ponderosa will get Avalos, but Rags will move it to second behind him. Runner in scoring position for Dubs, who's locked in, 0 for 2 with an RBI ground out. He's also struck out today. Infield in, playing the bunt. We're not bunting, we're fucking swinging, pussies. Slider away, cracked to right field. That's going to hang up for Stern. Rags is tagging, drawing the throw, but she'll hold it second. And then 2 down for Kaufman. Locked in, 1 for 3 with a single, trying to bring home Maggie. Slider down, late swing from Maverick, 0-1. Heater up, chased out of the zone, dumped in the middle. Base hit for Kaufman as it's in front of Moon. Rags coming around third. She will score. RBI knock for Kaufman. It is 6-1. Next up, Williams, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Kaufman takes off on the first pitch. Heater inside. Ball. Throw down to second by Perez. Not even close. Kaufman steals second. Kaufman's 7th steal of the year. She's 7 for 9. 1-0 count to Williams. Slider down. Hit back to McMahon, who saves his bacon, and that ends the inning. 1 home for Kaufman, though, as she hits the single. 6-1 to the 7th. Ponderosa, Stern, and Perez coming up as Dubs is going to be back on the mound. Here's Ponderosa 0 for 2 today. Heater middle in on the first pitch. Blasted to center field. Hit well, but calling her there on the fly. 1 down. Next up is Stern 0 for 2 today. Ball up and away on the first pitch. Strike called 0-1. Four-seamer up and in. Jam foul 0-2. Slider up and away. Out of the zone 1-2. Change up and away. Cracked right of center. Calling her on the fly. Gets there again. 2 down. Base is empty for Perez. He's 0 for 2. Heater away on the first pitch. Strike called 0-1. Ball down and in. Chased, hit up the middle. Base hit, though, for Perez, as he's going to be on with a 2-out knock. Inning will continue here for the Dogs offense, and that should bring up the 9-hitter here. Does McMahon do up? Pinch hitting for him, though, is Kasha Emmon. Shortstop 10's hitting .218 with 5 RBIs. Change up middle of the plate on the first pitch. Hung, got lucky, 0-1. Fouled off late. Forcing down in the way. Grounder to second. Slow roller for Kaufman. She'll go to first. That'll end the inning. Next up, coming out of the bullpen for the Overdogs, former Sandcats reliever, McMahon's teammate, Jemmy Yago, 4.91 ERA, 2.05 whip, and 5 strikeouts. Bottom 7 we go. We're still up 5. 6-1 the score. Beefcake, hey, I'm calling her, and Seb Swolson coming up. Beefcake leading off, 2 for 3. RBI single last bat. He's also hit a solo homer. High pitch active. Dubs threw how many pitches that inning? He threw 9. Seth, go back out for the 8th. Why not? Heater away. That's outside. Ball 1. Cutter middle in. Ooh, a little early. 1-1. The ball way outside from Yago. 2-1. Heater up the way. Pulled on the ground to short. Ducci there to his left. Makes the play. 1 down. Calling her up next. He's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Out in front of the curveball down in the way. Good pitch at the knees. 0-1. Cutter fastball down. Grounded hard to third. Right at Horn, though. 2 down. Base is empty for Sebi. 1 for 3 with a single today. He's currently tense. Didn't do a double play last at bat. Cutter middle in. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball down. Strike called. 0-2. Curveball down. Out in front of it. Pulled foul. 0-2. A little early, Seb. Fastball up and away. Grounded hard past the diving third baseman up the line. Base hit for Seb. His 2nd hit of the day. He's 2 for 4. Inning continues after the 2-out single. Here's Crowds. 1 for 3 with a single. He fouled out last at bat. Heater away outside. Ball 1. Curveball hangs. Pulled foul out of play. 1-1. Heater down the way. Chopper to second. Action over. Backhands to first. That ends the inning. To the 8th, it's still 6-1. Song, Moon, and Horn coming up as Dubs is going to start the inning. Here we go. Let's see what he can do against the top lineup for the 4th time today. Song locked in. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Forcing him down and in. Inside and low. Ball 1. Forcing him down in the way. Fouled off late. 1-1. Forcing him up and away. Sat on it, hit down the right field line. Avalos going over, cuts it off, and that'll keep it to be a single. And that is going to do it for Seth Dubs today as he gives up a leadoff single here to start the 8th. Done after 7+ innings. He gives up 8 total hits, no walks, strikes out 6 batters, and he is in line for the victory. 1 earned run as well. Runner at first, his responsibility. Great pitching today, Seth. I appreciate your commitment to the bit here as we're going to go ahead and make a defensive sub here. And that means Grizz Senoro is going to bat, unfortunately, because I'm not putting Cuffing him in here. Who's pitching for them right now? That is Yago, who is a right-hander, who's up in the top of their lineup as well. So, yeah, actually, we could put Cuffingham in here, even though she has no arm. Yeah, I'm going to stick with Senora. I'm going to go with the smart thing here. Who's the pitcher going to be first? We're going to hand it over here to Archie Alonso out of the pen as he'll take over. We are going to sub off Rory Crowds, and we are going to put in Grizz Senoro. He is going to play catcher. Williams is going to move to right field, and Avalos is going to move. Oh, shit. That's not going to work, is it? Oh, Avalos is going to have to stay in, isn't he? He's going to have to come out, too. Yep, that's exactly what's about to happen. All right, Charlie, you're going to have to come in and play shortstop, too. Come on in. Got a little rough there, but we made it work. Alonso, no record, a 186 ERA and a 0.72 whip. 3 runs given up, 2 earned in 7 appearances. 1 save, 9 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a batting average against a 206. Mason Moon, heater at the knees on the first pitch, fouled off, 0-1. Batterman in. Line to right field, that is down for a base hit. Nice throw, Hara. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Here's Horn, 1 for 3 with a single today. Ball down and in on the first pitch, taken low, ball 1. Four-seamer down in the way. Hitting the hole, base hit the left field as that found the gap. Rags comes up throwing, base is loaded now, nobody out. There's Ducci, tying run on deck. Ducci locked in, 1 for 2 with a single and a sac fly RBI today. Slided down in the way on the first pitch, off the plate, ball 1. Ball down and in. Whiffed on it, 1-1. Heater middle away. Hit well to right field, carrying well, and that is a grand slam for the Overdogs offense. That is put out in the dog pound. Home run there for Pompducci, his 5th of the year, and all of a sudden we got a run ball game, ladies and gentlemen, as the freebooter, former star, helps out the Overdogs offense. Nobody out still, bases are empty as Alonso's now tense as well. Heater up on the first pitch to action, strike called, 0-1. Heater down in the way, low, 1-1. Ball down and in. Line to third, past the diving Beefcake, another base hit. That is 4 straight hits off the arm of Alonso. And here's Ponderosa for 3. Pinch hitting for him is catcher Anton Goodwood, hitting .241 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Slided down and in. Line to short, right at Lopez for the first out. Next up is Stern, 0 for 3. Slider up and in, inside, ball 1. The ball up, high again, 2-0. Heater up, Stern checked, strike called, 2-1. Slider up and away, fouled off, 2-2. Heater up, checked high, 3-2, almost got him to chase. Composed activates for Alonso, curveball up and in, fouled off, count full. Composed now max boosted for Alonso. Slider up and away, fouled off, count still full. Forcing up and away. Fouled off again. Count still full. Forcing up and in. Doors blew it by him. First punch out for Alonso. 2 down for Perez. 1 for 3 with a single. Ball down in the way in the first pitch. Chopper to short. Charlie charges. He'll take the throw to first. In time to end the inning. But a grand slam for Pompducci, and the Overdogs are right back in it. 6-5 to the bottom of the 8th as Alonso was shaky as fuck. Lopez, Rags, and Senoro coming up. There's Charlie freaking Lopez hitting 163, 2 RBIs on the season. As subbing in left field is going to be Rafael Gonzalo as Goodwood exits. Yago staying on the mound here. Curve up and in, ground, and then a hold a short, backhanded by Ducci on the first pitch, 1 down. Next up is Maggie Rags, 2 for 3, 2 doubles and an RBI today. Cutter away outside, ball 1. Ball away, strike called, 1-1. Heater down, turned on by Rags, hit deep to right field. Did she do it? At the wall, leaping. Stern took away a home run, you bastard. 2 down, and here's Senoro. Come on, it's Maggie. You gotta let her have one, bro. Oh, Grizz getting his first at bat, the former grappler starter, catcher. Cut her up and in. Strike called from Yago. 0-1 as she's locked in. Cut her up and away high. 1-1. Heat her up. Fouled back. 1-2. Come on, Grizz. Heat her down in the way. Number to second. Slow roller. Action charges. Makes the play, and that ends the inning. To the ninth. It's still a one-run game. Yago due to lead off. Then it's back to the top of the lineup with Song and Moon.
Pitcher number 32.
Archie, if you can get back to neutral after getting the pitcher, who they're not pinch hitting for, I might add, because they're out of bench players. Well, actually, they have Electra and Odor, but Yago's a better hitter than both of them. Please. Heat her up and away in the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Slide it down. That's low. 1-1. Come on, Archie. Ball down and away. Check low. 2-1. Heat her up. Cracked the right field, hit pretty well. Back at the warning track, though, O'Lugliums. Now in, puts it away, 1 down. Next up, Sack the Song, 3 for 4 today with 3 singles. All right, this might be dumb. Come on, Arch. Forcing him down in the way. Low, ball 1. Heat her down and in. Inside, 2-0. Slide it down in the way. Outside, 3-0. Take your base. Go ahead. I'm not throwing to you now. Song walks. We'll set up the double play for Moon. 3 for 4, 3 singles. We're going to the bullpen. Coming out of the bullpen for us. This is going to be an interesting choice, but we're going to go with the rookie Rig Corral. Rig, no record, a 1.23 ERA and a 1.64 whip. 1 run given up, 6 appearances, 7 1/3 innings. 10 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. Batting average against is .345. Let's go, Rig. First pitch, Prayer active. Forcing up away in the first pitch, runner goes, throw down by Grizz. Just late, stolen base for Song, who's perfect. He's 8 for 8 now. Ball down on the way. Grounder to second, slow roller. Kaufman over to first, 2 down. Tying run, though, is 90 feet away for Rhonda Horn. 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Max pressure. Lefty-lefty matchup. Can the rookie Corral bear down and get her out? Slider down and in on the first pitch is low. Ball 1. Forcing him up and away. High. 2-0. Ball down. 3-0. Heat her up. Strike called at the letters. 3-1. Slide it down and in. Ball 4, just missed low. Horn draws the walk. And this is where they get eyes of gods. Here. Fuck! It's Ducci. Grand slam last at bat. He also hit a sac fly. He's driven in all 5 of their runs, and he's singled as well. Oh my God. Of all the guys you don't want to see right now, this is that guy. Will the former freebooter take his aggressions out on the rookie pitcher? Let's find out. Tabula rasa. Tabula rasa. Curveball down in the way in the first pitch from Corral. Just low. He doesn't get the call. Just missed. Pushing it down and in. Chopped up the middle to second. Kaufman over. Goes to first. And we get it. We're out of the jam and we win the game. Rookie Rig Corral slams the door with the tying run at third in the 9th. And the Platypi win 6-5. And we have ourselves a winning streak. 3 in a row and 5 of our last 6. Platypi improved to 12-7 with the win. Overdogs fall to 9-10. Good win, guys. Good win. They got a little hairy there in the 8th inning as Alonso got roughed up again, but he's on thin ice. Let's just put it that way. But there's no one to replace him with, so we're going to stick with him for now. Oh my, wow, what a play, what a game. Pomp Ducci, the man of the hour, he had a grand slam and a sac fly, but he came up just short when the Overdogs needed him most, as that freebooter choker gene was still hidden in his DNA as he grounded out with the tying run at third and 2 down in the 9th inning. For us, 2 RBIs today, Beefcake McStevens, a solo homer and an RBI single. Kaufman an RBI single, Rags an RBI double, Seth Dubs an RBI groundout, and Swolson drove one in on a double play groundout, but he doesn't get the RBI for that. Loss goes to Bergenberg, 5 innings, 11 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 1 homer, 5+ innings, I should say. He falls to 1 and 2. McMahon inning actually, 2 hits, 1 earned run, and Yago 2 scoreless innings, giving up a hit. On the other side for us, Seth Dubs, 7 quality innings for the rookie, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. He improves to 3 and 2. Alonso inning and a third, giving up 4 hits, 1 of them a grand slam, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and he also allowed an inherited runner to score. And Rig Corral, the rookie, gets his first career save, getting the last 2 outs of the game, giving up a walk. Player of the game is Ducci, followed by Beefcake, and then Seth Dubs. Not bad. I'll take it. A win is a win. That's all that matters. All right, let's do it. And now with all the extra money we have, we should be able to buy more player developments. Because we're over 24 mils, so that's over $750,000 per game. You didn't order enough caps for the team. Who's left out? Ooh, good question. Both are integral parts of the team right now. Both of them, I think Sebi had 2 hits. Avalos had 1. We'll do Seb on this one. Alrighty, looking around the league, no roster moves to report. Lopez loses 6 more fielding as he's down to 86. He's below the elite level now in the fielding department as he continues to regress, the 39-year-old. Chance to gain whiffer for Avalos, that's dumb. Chance to get easy target for Kawaguchi, also dumb. Chance to lose compose for Alonso. Wow, 3 negative player developments after I went out and got all this extra money. So that leaves the screwball for Sorelli, which has 1 more game on it. Rally stopper loss for Sawyer is dumb. Losing composed is dumb. Gaining mind gamer for Kaufman, though, is good, and we will have 1 more game on this as well. So we don't need to buy any player developments right now. We can just wait till after next game and buy those too. That's what we'll do. All right, let's sim up to the next one here and see how things shake out as we get ready for the Wideloads to come to town. Wideloads will rally and beat the B-Wolves 6-3 thanks to a late home run from Darcy Hicks, and then he added an RBI single as the cherry on top. Sandcats rally to beat the Nemesis 5-4. Sandcats beat the Wild Pigs 7-3. Freebooters lose to the Sirloins in 10 innings 8-7. Jacks beat the Grapplers 8-5. Moose taking on the Hot Corners. Moose wins 7-3. Hot Corners then lose to the Sawtooth as well as they lose 9-1. They got blown out. Nemesis rally back to beat the Crocodons 12-4 as they take out their anger from the Sawtooth choke job. And then they force the Crocs to the 9th but lose 9-6. So it's a split there in that doubleheader for those two. And now we are taking on the Wideloads. We come in at 12-7. Wideloads coming in at 10-9. Huck and Duck is scheduled to start because he was the player brought in to replace Nozzle. He is not going to be starting. It is going to be... that's a good question. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Zumar or is it going to be Knops? Who should I start here? Looks like that answer is going to be Rufus Zumar as he is most rested out of the 2 of them. Alright, so Zumar is going to start. Right now it has Huck and Duck set as the starter here. No, we are going to change that to Zumar. He is going to be the starter. Rags is going to get the start at first base with Swolson 10s. I like that. Lopez starts at shortstop with Ace Exterminator active. Okay, I'll give him that one. Coloner's in center. Crowds is in left. Cuffingham is starting at catcher. Unfortunate, but it is the way things are. Thankfully, the Wideloads don't run particularly well. We have McStevens in, Avalos, and Kaufman. Here's what we're going to do. Yeah, we'll have those 2 bat first and second because they're both locked in. Beefcake third, Colliner 4th, Crowds 5th, Cuffingham 6th, sure, why not. Then Charlie, then Maggie, and Zumar. For the Wideloads, leading off at shortstop, on fire Mashadonga, then on fire Darcy Hicks. After that is left fielder Axel Torque, third baseman Hackliner, then tense right fielder Howie Caldeep. Second baseman Janice Friedman, catcher Preston Adonimus, center fielder Damian Rush, and then the pitcher, young Danny Deals. All right, we'll keep them on their regular away. We'll wear our regular homes. Let's go. Under the lights again at Colonial Plaza, as it's another home game on tap for you here for our Platypi faithful. Pardon me, yep. This is definitely going to be a hard one, but we can try and make it work. Don't worry. We will do our best. So we are missing Owuglium. She is resting. Swolson is also out. Okay, so we're down 2 starters. Let's do it. Here we go. Top 1, Donga, Hicks, and Torque coming up against Zumar. Zumar has made, where is he? Rufus has made 7 appearances out of the bullpen this year, getting 3 saves. 0-1 with a 2.38 ERA and a 1.50 whip. His 1 loss came in extra innings with a ghost runner scoring on him. 4 runs given up, 3 earned in 11 1/3. 15 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 homer. Batting average against the 341, making his first start since game number 8 of year 1. It has been a full, and this is game 20 of year 2 for reference. So this has been a full calendar year plus 12 games. So basically, it's been almost a season and a half since he last was a starting pitcher in the league. Rufus, do your stuff, okay, buddy? Just give me all you got here. Donga's on fire to lead off. Shortstop hitting .274 with 4 homers and 10 RBIs. 2-seamer up and in. The first pitch is inside, ball 1. And we're underway. 4-seamer down on the way. That is fouled off late, 1-1. 2-seamer up and away. Fouled off, 1-2. Pushing down and in. Blew it by her doors. First punch out for Zumar. Next up is Darcy Hicks. First baseman's also on fire. He's coming off a 4 RBI day last game. Hitting .303 with 3 homers, 13 RBIs, and an inside pitch trade active at Tier 3. Slider away on the first pitch. That is blasted to left of center. Callner on the run. That'll get over his glove, and that'll be down for extra bases. It's a 1-out double for Hicks as he's in the scoring position. Next up, Axel Torque, left fielder, hitting .240 with 2 homers, 7 RBIs. He also added Butterfingers at some point. Ball down on the way. Low and out. Oh, strike actually called. Nice pitch, Rufus, 0-1. Work ball down and in. Whiffed on at 0-2. Leader up and away. Fouled off late. It's 0-2. Slider up and in. High and tight. 1-2. 2-seamer down in the way. Fouled off. Still 1-2. 4-seamer middle in. Chased inside. Fouled back. Still 1-2. The ball up and away. Torque fouls it off early. 1-2. Work ball down in the way. Holster the sword. Chased it low. Second punch out for Zumar. 2 down, and here's Hackliner, third baseman, playing a little injured today. Hitting .237 with 6 homers and 17 RBIs. Batting average is down for Liner, but he's still delivering some power this season, so he is no slouch. But although they did not help him out by knocking both of his traits down to Tier 1, I mean, come on, guys, you're handicapping your best hitter. What are you doing? Granted, both his hitting ratings are still elite tier, but come on, bro, what the hell? Even I wouldn't do Liner this dirty. Hack, you ever want to come over if Beefcake decides to leave us, you are more than welcome to. I will treat you right, my friend. 4-seamer down in the way in the first pitch, hitting the hole to first. Rags on the dive. Not this time, though. His dive was her activate. She will race to the bag and beat him, and that ends the inning. Bottom 1, we're scoreless. Kaufman, Avalos, and McStevens coming up. Here comes Kaufman, hitting .364 with a homer. 5 RBIs, locked in with bad ball hitter here. 2 hits in the first game for Kitty as she'll place Danny Deals, the young right-hander. Danny on the year, he is 2-1, a 1.89 ERA and an 0.75 whip. 7 earned runs given up in 5 starts, 33 1/3 innings, averaging just under 7 innings a start. 18 hits surrendered, 36 strikeouts, 7 walks, 3 homers, and a batting average against a 150. Oh my fuck, Jesus Christ, Danny. The fuck are you eating, bro? God. Holy shit. Man is on one right now. He's making a case for MVP. Heater away, 99 on the gun. Oh, Jesus Christ, 0-1. Cutter up, fouled off, 0-2. K Collector active here. He also had a clutch at some point. Heater up and away, grounded to second. Friedman there, and that is the first out. Next up, Bryson Navalos, the rookie right fielder, locked in, hitting .354 with an RBI. He had 1 hit in the first game before being subbed off defensively. High pitch active. Heater inside, ball 1. Cut up and in, hit well by Avalos to right field, but that hangs up for Caldy, 2 down. Here's Beefcake, the captain, homered in the first game and also had an RBI single. He had 2 hits, hitting .410 with 7 homers and 19 RBIs on the year. Deals locked in. Fork ball up, strike called at the letters, 0-1. Heater up, foul back, 0-2. Collector active. Slider up and away, chased out of the zone, dribbler to third. Liner charges, bare hands and fires, got him. 1-2-3 inning. To the second, we're scoreless. Caldy, Friedman, and Adonis coming up. Here's Caldy, tense, off-speed hitter active, hitting .134 with 2 homers, 7 RBIs on the year. Bit of a down year for Howie. About down and in on the first pitch. That's lined to second, but right at Kaufman for the first out. Next up, Friedman, hitting .128 with 1 homer, 4 RBIs. Another down year for the second baseman. Four-seamer up and away in the first pitch. Fouled off late, 0-1. Work ball down and away. Chased out of the zone, dribbler to second. Kaufman charges, throw to first. 2 down. Base is empty for Adonis, hitting .276 with a homer, 4 RBIs on the year for the catcher. Not a lot of runs driven in, but a solid average for the backup. Down and in the first pitch. Check strike as it crossed up, cuffing him a bit, but it didn't matter. 0-1. Is he actually the backup or is he the starter? Oh, he's definitely the backup. Strauss is still the starter. Giving Strauss a day off, it looks like. And Gaspar's also out, so they're missing 2 starters as well. Who's also on their bench? That is Akuro. He splits time now. He's a platooner, and so is Haiwanasi. Baker's always been a bench guy. 1 pitch, curveball down and in. Low, 1-1. Slider down and away. Chopper in the hole, slow roller. Beefcake charges, bare hands and fires. Got him! 1-2-3 inning. Nice play, Catton. Bottom 2 were scoreless. Calling our crowds and cuffing him. Triple C's coming up for the Platypi. Let's go. Colliner leading off. Center fielder hitting .405 with 10 homers, 18 RBIs. He had 2 hits in the first game. Screwball away. Strike called from Deals. 0-1. Work ball down. Whiffed on it. 0-2. Looks like Deals added a fifth pitch as well. I believe it was his screwball. That is pulled on the ground to short. Donga there makes the throw across. 1 down. It was either his screwball or his forkball. I'm not sure which one he added. There's crowds. Rory hitting .322 with 1 hit in the first game. Inside pitch active. Cutter middle of the plate. Cracked the center field, but it's under it. Skyball to center. Easy play for Damian Rush in center. 2 down. And here's Camilla Cuffingham, catcher, hitting with contact for his righty active. Hitting .273 with an RBI. She was a late... she did not play in the first game, I believe. Heater down. Misses low. Ball 1. Cutter away, strike call, 1-1. Curveball hangs, pulled foul, 1-2. Okay, collector activates. Heater away, grounder to short, charging with Donga. Throw to first, 1-2-3 inning. To the third, we're scoreless. Rush, Deals, and Donga, 8-9-1, coming up for the Wideloads against Zumar. There's Damian Rush, former Sirloin center fielder, hitting a .156, 4 RBIs on the year. A lot of low averages this year for the Wideloads. They're being carried by their pitching, it seems. And the top half of their lineup, it appears, as well. Heater down and in on the first pitch. Fouled off late, 0-1. Slider up and away. Fouled off late, 0-2. Work ball down and away. Holster the sword. Third punch up for Zamar. Got in to chase it. 1 down for Danny Deals. Pitcher locked in, hitting a .182 on the year. You see him up and in on the first pitch. Popped him up behind second. Lopez over. And the old man puts it away. 2 down. Base is empty for Donga. Locked in. 0-1 today. Four-seamer down on the first pitch. Check strike. 0-1. Two-seamer down and away. Outside. 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. Late foul off. 1-2. Heater up and in. Doors chased it out of the zone. 4th punch out for Zumar. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 3 were scoreless. Charlie freaking Lopez leads off, then it's Maggie Rags and Rufus Zumar. 7, 8, 9 for the Platypi. Old Man leading off, shortstop with Ace Exterminator, hitting a $159, 2 RBIs on the season. Had one at bat in the first game as a late sub, and he popped out. Curveball up, strike called, 0-1. Ball inside, late swing, it's 0-2. Screwball away, line to second, right at Friedman, 1 down. Next up, Maggie Rags, first baseman locked in. She had 2 hits in the first game, both doubles, and she drove in a run as well. Up to 4 RBIs now, still batting an even .500. Heater middle in, jam shot by Rags into left. That's a base hit. Hey, there you go, Maggie. That's our first hit of the game. Love to see that. Here's Zumar, locked in, pitcher hitless on the year, showing bunt. Runner goes on the first pitch, pulled outside, throw down to second, not in time. Stolen base for Maggie Rags as that screwball missed, ball 1. We're not bunting now, we're definitely going to swing as that's Maggie Rags' first steal of the year. She's 1 for 1. The ball inside, pulled foul by Zumar. That's out of play of Liners. He's not going to get there. 1-1. Well, down and in, pulled foul, 1 and 2. Okay, collector activates. Cutter up, foul back, still 1 and 2. Cutter up, lined over second, down for a base hit, and Zumar's going to deliver. Around third is Rags, throw from Rush, cut by Hicks. It's an RBI single for Zumar. 1-0. Platypi as the pitcher helps his own cause. Kaufman to up next, locked in, 0 for 1 today. I think that's Zumar's first hit of the year, actually, as well. It is. Nice, and his first RBI. Slider down, curveball down and in, taken in the dirt as it bounces, ball 1. Cutter down and in, hit well by Kaufman to right of center, but she just missed it. Over forward is Rush, 2 down. Runner first, 2 down for Bryson Avalos, rookie locked in, 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right his first at bat. Cutter down, chopper to second, slow roller. Friedman bare hands the first, in time to end the inning. 1 home on the single though by Zumar as Rags and Zumar team up to drive in a run as it comes from the 2 most unlikely sources of offense. 1-0 Platypi to the 4th. Hicks, Torque, and Liner coming up. There's Darcy Hicks, 1 for 1 with a double today. He was stranded at second base in the first inning. Work ball down and away, low and outside, ball 1. 30th pitch of the day for Zumar coming. 2-seamer up and away, line to left, but right at Crowds, 1 down. Next up, Torque, left fielder of 10, so for 1 today. Throw down and away on the first pitch, grounded in the hole to third. Beefcake dives, knocks it down just off the edge of his glove. Throw to first, infield single. And that is going to lock in Torque. Here's Liner, 0 for 1. Or Torque back to neutral, I should say. Well, middle in, check swing strike, 0-1. Liner was robbed of a base hit on the diving play by Rags at first base his first time up. 2-seamer down on the way, jammed foul, 0-2. Peter up and in. Doors fooled him badly. He chased it high. 5th punch up for Zumar. 2 down for Khalid, 0 for 1, and tense. Two-seamer up and in on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. 4-seamer down on the way, checked low and outside, 1-1. Slider down and in, low and inside, off the glove of Cuffingham as it crosses her up, and the runner advances to second for free. 2-1 count here. Khalid with the RBI chance now, heater up, line to right, but right at Avalos, and that ends the inning. Good pitching, Rufus. Bottom 4, it's 1-0. Beefcake, Colliner, and Crowds coming up. Part of the lineup for the Platypi. Beefcake up first, 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Cutter inside, off the plate, ball 1 from Deals. Peter up, hard chopper through the middle, base hit for Beefcake, the captain on with his first hit of the day. He's 1 for 2. Nice start, let's get it going, Platt. Here's Colliner, 0 for 1 today. Pitch out, nothing doing on the first one. Cutter inside, chased and fouled off, 1-1. Dribble up, checked high, good eye, 2-1. Pick off the first, back safely, Beefcake. 2-1 count. Cutter down, skied to left field. That's an easy play out there for Torque. It's going to be 1 down, and it is.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 3, Rory. Out.
I got to turn that down a bit so it's not hitting the mic as much. Crowd's up. He's 0 for 1 today. Runner still at first. Screwball away, misses. Ball 1. Long looking first from Deals. Cutter down and in. Hard grounded to short. Donga there to second 1. Friedman to first. That is a double play, and that ends the inning. To the 5th, it's still 1-0. Friedman, Anonymous, and Rush coming up.
Now batting, the second
Friedman,
base.
Janice 0 for 1 today. Samar now locked in. Racing up and away in the first pitch. Strike called 0-1. Fork ball down and in. Whiffed on at 0-2. Chased it low. Ball down and away. Low in the dirt. 1-2. Using up and in. Line to first. Right at Rags. 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher,
Next up,
number
Adonis 0 for 1 today.
26, Preston Adonis.
Slider middle in. Low and inside. Ball 1. Heater down in the way. Fouled off. 1-1. Using up and in. Checked inside. 2-1. Slider down and in. Whiffed on it. 2-2. Dribble down and in. Low and inside. 3-2. Racing up and away. Fouled off late. Count still full. Ball down and away. Chopper back to the mound. Zumar off. Fields the first. 2 down.
Now batting,
Base empty for Rush. 0 for 1 today.
65, Damian Rush.
Work ball away. Low and outside. Ball 1. Peter down and in. Fouled back. 1-1. Mars, how many strikeouts today? 5, okay. Had to check. Slider up and away. Whiffed on. 1-2. Fooled him. Using him down and away. Doors blew it by him. 6th punch out for Zumar. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 5. It's 1-0. Cuffingham, Lopez, and Rags coming up. Here's Cuffingham 0 for 1 today. Contact ready. Still active against Deals. Fork ball down and in is low. Ball 1. Screw ball up at the letters. 1-1. Fork ball hangs. Fouled back. 1-2. A little late. Deals his 40th pitch of the day coming. A K collector on it. Cutter broken bat. Pulled inside. Foul. 1-2 as Cuffingham gets some new lumber. Heater up. Hitting the hole. Base hit over the high hop of Liner as that took a big hop there. It hit a rock or something. Leadoff single for Cuffingham, and here's Jolly freaking Lopez, the old man. He's 0 for 1 today. Cutter down, misses low. Ball 1. Throw ball up, pulled over third, base hit over the leaping glove of Liner. First and second now, nobody out. Nice hit, Charlie. 2 on, nobody out. Here's Maggie Rags, 1 for 1 with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. Locked in. Let's see if Maggie can work her magic again. Locked in. Clutch now active for Deals as that boosts his ratings. Slider grounded in to hold a second. Friedman there to second 1. Donga to first. Not in time. Fielder's choice. 1 on. Runners at the corners. 1 down for Zumar. RBI single is first at bat. He's 1 for 1. Locked in as well. Infield in. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Cut up and away, dumped to right field, sinking quickly. Caught by Caldeep for the second out. Runner does draw the throw as Cuffingham back to third. 2 on, 2 down for Kaufman. 0 for 2 with that ball hitter.
Number 48, Kitty Hoffman.
Heater up, lined at the middle base hit for Kaufman, and that's going to bring home Cuffingham with ease. It is 2-0 Platypi as we add a run. Nice swing, Kitty. Here is Avalos 0 for 2 with high pitch.
Number 7, Bryson Avalo.
Fork ball at the knees, 0-1. Heater up and away, lined over short. Donga takes it out of the air on the leaf, and that ends the inning as that saves another run. But an RBI single for Kaufman, 2-0 to the 6th. Deals, Donga, and Hicks coming up. We'll see if they let Danny bat here.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Deals 0 for 1 today. They will let him bat.
Danny Deal.
First pitch heater down and away from Zumar. Chopper foul, 0-1. Slider up and in. Inside, 1-1. Seamer up and away. High, 2-1. Four-seamer down. Strike called at the knees, 2-2. Dribble down and in. Holster to the sword as he whiffs through it. 7th punch out for Zumar. 1 down. Donga next 0 for 2. Four-seamer down and away in the first pitch. Check strike, 0-1. Four-seamer down and in. Low, 1-1. Four-seamer up and away. Check strike, 1-2. Feeder up and in. Doors blew it by her. Chased it high. 8th punch out for Zumar. 2 down, and here's Hicks. 1 for 2 at the double. Zumar 1 out away from a quality start. Ball down and away in the first pitch. Low and outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer down and away. Strike called. 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. Out of the zone. 2-1. Slider up and away. Chased out of the zone. Blooper over second. Kaufman there. 1-2-3 inning for Zumar. He's through the 6th. Nice pitching, Rufus. Bottom 6th. It's 2-0. McStevens calling her in crowds. Heart of the lineup. Coming up for the Platypi. Looking for some insurance. Let's go. Captain leading off. 1 for 2 with a single. Come on, Beefcake. Get it started. Go down and in. Line to short. Right at Donga, though. 1 down. Unlucky. Work the count a bit. Here's Colliner. 0 for 2. Curveball up, high, ball 1, good eye there. Cutter middle of the plate, missed it, fouled back, 1-1. Screwball up and in, did not get the barrel there as that's lined to left softly. Torque there, 2 down. And here is Crowds, 0 for 2 intense. Inside pitch active, he hit into a double play last at bat. Down the way, checked outside and low, ball 1. Cutter down and in, line at the middle, base hit for Crowds. There we go, Rory. First hit of the day, he's 1 for 3. Back to neutral he goes. Runner on, 2 down for Cuffingham, 1 for 2 with a single. Contact versus righty active. Stealer active for Crowds at first. Screwball in there for a strike, 0-1. Pick off to first, back safely as Crowds. Forkball down and in, line by Cuffingham to right center into the gap. That's going to be extra bases. Here we go. Coming to third is going to be Crowds. He's going to be sent. Relay throw from Hicks. It is not in time. RBI double for Cuffingham. It is 3-0 Platypi. There's the insurance run we needed. And here's Charlie freaking Lopez. The old man 1 for 2 with a single. Ace Exterminator still active. Deals is no longer locked in. Peter Wade dumped in the hole to second. Soft liner caught by Friedman on the dive, and that ends the inning. Quality start, though, for Deals. He is through 6. To the 7th, it is 3-0. Torque, Liner, and Caldeet coming up. Zumar, I'll let you start the inning, but if you give up a base runner, I'm taking you out. He's on a hot one right now. I don't want to ruin his mojo. Speed does kill, indeed. Zumar's on fire. I got to let him start the inning at least. Curveball down and in on the first pitch to Torque. Low, ball 1. Torque ball away. Rip the third. Beefcake out of his reach on the liner, and that is a leadoff single, and that will do it for Zumar. Quality start for Rufus. 6+ innings as he gives it that leadoff base runner. 3 hits surrendered. He didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 8. I could not ask for more, bro. This is an awesome start, Rufus. Way to go. Especially on short notice, too. He didn't even know he was going to be the starter today. Despite Crowds' speed, I am going to go ahead and double switch. Actually, Cuffingham did just drive in that run, too. And let me look at their bullpen real quick. Who do they got? Close is a lefty. Bale's a lefty. Both of them are gassed. Pops is rested. So is Strider and Balls. More than likely, they're going to go to a right-hander. Probably Strider. So I am okay with leaving Cuffingham in then in that situation. We are going to go ahead and make a double switch for Crowds. So we'll double switch. Coming out of the bullpen here, we're going to go ahead and hand it off to... I'm saving Sorelli. We're going to hand it off to Knops. I'm going to go ahead and go to Crowds. We're going to bring in Signoro. He will catch, and I am going to put Cuffingham in left. I did say Balls, didn't I? Hey, John Moore, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hopefully your day's been well. Let's see if this works. Lola Knops in. Left-hander is no record. 2.35 ERA and a 1.17 whip. 4 runs given up, 6 appearances, 1 save. 15 1/3 innings is the most out of the bullpen. 15 hits, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, 1 homer, and a batting average against of 268. Facing Hack Liner, of all people, after the leadoff single to Torque. He is at first base. Ball down and in on the first pitch. Lefty-righty, line to left, cuffing him on. Slides, does stop it, but it is a single. First and second now, nobody out. As the tying run comes to the plate for the Wideloads, it's Howie Caldeep. 0 for 2 and tense. Off-speed hitter active. Check of the runners, two-seamer up and in. Strike called, 0-1. Neither of them are going to be running on Senoro, so I'm not worried about the steal. Heater down and away. Low, 1-1. Heater down and in. Fouled off, jam shot, 1-2. Two-seamer up and away. Liner is short right at Lopez, 1 down. There's Friedman, 0 for 2. The ball away in the first pitch. Check strike, 0-1. Forkball down and in. Check low, 1-1. He almost went for it. He's in the middle in. Popped him up in front of the mound. Infield fly called for. Senoro out of the crouch. He'll put it away, 2 down. And that puts the pressure on Adonis. Catcher 0 for 2 today. Switch hitter bats right-handed for the first time today. Two-seamer middle in. Inside. Ball 1. Slider up and away. Pulled to third. Beefcake is there on the hop. Throw to first. When that is a good pitching performance from Knopp, stranding an inherited runner and runner she put on as well. Bottom 7, it is still 3-0. Rags, Senoro, and Kaufman coming up. Maggie Rags leading off, locked in, 1 for 2 with a single. Deal stays in the game as that forkball touches the middle corner, middle in, 0-1. Cutter middle in, turned on by Rags, but skied to right. Easy play for Caldeep. 1 down. Senoro, next catcher, hitless on the season, getting his second at bat as a member of our organization. He did bat once in the first game this episode where he grounded out. Cutter middle away, strike called, 0-1. Cutter up and away, Bluebird is second. I appreciate the effort, Chris. Pop out to Friedman, 2 down. And here's Kaufman, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Cutter down, taken low, ball 1. For ball away, 2-0. For ball in, that's a strike, 3 straight, 2-1. Peter down in the way, blasted by Kaufman to right center field, carrying well. Crikey, it's been sent to the land down under. She found a little gap to hit it to right next to the big stands out there in right center. Right between that and the light pole home run for Kitty, her second of the year. The wall scraper makes it 4-0 Platypi. And here's Bryson Avalos, 0 for 3. Cringe Colonial indeed. High pitch active for the rookies, 0 for 3 today. Ball away, strike called at the knees, 0-1. Ball down, check low, 1-1. Heat up and away, line softly to short, caught by Donga, and that ends the inning. Home run though for Kaufman, 4-0 to the 8th. Rush, Deals, and Donga coming up, and that actually takes away the quality start from Danny Deals. Here's Rush, 0 for 2 today. Knopp staying in the game here for her second inning. Heater down, that's low, ball 1. Two-seamer up and in. Strike called, 1-1. Forkball down in the way. Foul back, 1-2. Slider down and in. Low and inside, 2-2. Ball up the way. Rush. Blasts it to right center field on the hanger. It ain't coming back. That is a wide load for the Wideloads. Big time bomb for Rush. His first of the year. It is 4-1, and that makes it a save situation all over again. There's Danny Deals pinch hitting for the pitcher. Shortstop Tense Chimo Gaspar hitting 186 with a homer. 4 RBIs, Tier 3 boosted low pitch, and Tier 2 boosted contact burst left-handers. I thought the one I gave to him was bad. Yeah, indeed. That one was bad, too. Slider up and in on the first pitch to Gaspar. Check strike, 0-1. Peter up and away. Checked outside, 1-1. Forkball up and away. Whiffed on at 1-2, out in front of it. Two-seamer up and in. Popped it up behind third. Beefcake on the run. He is not going to get there, I think, on this. On the dive, out of reach. Still 1-2. I'm not going to that pitch again. No siree, I ain't doing it. Slider up and in. Checked high, 2-2, didn't get him. Chasing him up and away. Chased it, popped it up behind second. Kaufman on the run, gets there, 1 down. Here's Donga, frustrated being 0 for 3. She is still locked in, but she did start the day on fire. Work ball down and away on the first pitch, low and in dirt, ball 1. Heater down and in. Strike called, 1-1. Nice pitch, Lola. Two-seamer up and in. High, 2-1. About the knees, line to third. Beefcake is there, 2 down. There's a brick wall at third base, and here's Darcy Hicks. 1-3 with a double. He did also start the day on fire. He is down to locked in as well. Down and away. Chopped at the middle. Knops fields her position. Throw to first in time to end the inning. After a leadoff bomb to Rush, she slams the door. Gaspar exits. Here comes Langdon Strider, locked in right-hander, as I predicted. Bottom 8, it's 4-1. Beefcake, Colliner, and then Knops coming up. We will pinch hit since this is a save situation. Beefcake leading off. He is 1 for 3 today with a single. Captain has high pitch active against Strider. Strider is locked in, 1-0 with a 1.20 ERA and a 1.27 whip. 2 runs given up in 12 appearances, 2 saves. 15 innings pitched is the third most out of the bullpen. 14 hits surrendered, 5 walks, 2 homers, 1 hit batsman, and 14 strikeouts. Batting average against .233. Facing Beefcake. Slider up and in, check swing, strike called, 0-1. Tier 3 crossed up and Tier 2 slider for Striders. That heater at the knees, grounded at the middle, past the diving Donga. Another hit for Beefcake. He is 2 for 4. Captain finds his second hit. Colliner coming up next. He's 0 for 3. Pick off the first. They knew I was going, you bastards. Beefcake caught stealing, and that is 1 down. Beefcake's the first time being caught this year. He's 2 for 3. Heater down low. Ball 1. Slider at the knees. Roped by Colliner to left center. That is down, and that'll be extra base as it gets by Torque. That would have scored Beefcake easily. Fuck! Pissed at myself for that one. Double for Colliner, though. He's in scoring position. Here's Knops, pinch hitting for her. Coming off the bench here, we're going to go ahead and hand it over to... Sawyer is juiced. He's feeling it. And then we also have Huckenduck. This man can fucking swing a stick, if you know what I mean. Oh, no. We don't need the instant power offense. We're going to go ahead and play it smart here. We're going to go ahead and give it off to a Williams. Harry hitting .467, 3 homers, 9 RBIs. Huckenduck! Off-speed hitter active. Slider up and away, blasted down the left field line. I knew he was going to use that fucking slider. Fair ball as it slices into the corner. Williams digging for second, beats the throw in. RBI double. She trades places with Colliner. 5-1. We're back to a 4-run lead. And here's Cuffingham, 2 for 3 with an RBI double and a single. Contactor's righty is active, which is why I left her in the game, because I figured they would go to Strider. Heater down, late swing late, 0-1. Heater waiting up back to the mound. Strider looks the runner back to first, 2 down. That'll bring up Charlie freaking Lopez, 1 for 3 with a single. Heater down, chased the low, 0-1. Bad swing on my part. Slider up and away, fair ball up the line on the first base side, but Hicks is there. He'll take it to the bag, and that'll end the inning. All right, so let's see. If we bring in Hera for Avalos, that takes care of that. What else do we have? We have Miles. No thanks. We have Swolson, who could play first. Or Beefcake can play shortstop, too, I think. Avalos isn't that bad of a fielder, though, and I kind of want Hera to rest. And I don't need her at catcher because Grizz is back there, so we're fine. Either way, Avalos ends up coming out if I put a Williams in right. So, yeah, I think we're good. We'll let Hera sit this out. She can go ahead and rest up. We're going to go ahead and bring in here. It's not a safe situation anymore. It's a 4-run game. We're going to bring in good old Huckenduck. 5-1 to the 9th. Torque, Liner, and Caldeet coming up. I should have just let him pinch hit at that point, but I wanted the extra insurance with the Williams up. Here's Torque, 2 for 3 with 2 singles, as Huckenduck's making his season debut, the former Heaters reliever. DH down to the ripe young age of 23. He's now 24 years old, and he's still a work in progress. But he was the man we signed to replace Rusty Nazo, so let's see how this works with Tier 2 Wild Fang. Slinging that thing. Heater down, taking low. Ball one. Dribble down and in. Fouled off. 1-1. Slider down in the way. Check low. 2-1 out of the zone. Heater up and in. High. 3-1. Forcing her up and away. Blew it by him. Full count. Ball down in the way. Grounded in the hole to third. Diving beefcake out of his reach. It's a base hit. Lead off single there for the Torque. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter here for the Wideloads. That is Hack Liner. 1 through the single. Slider down and in on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Leader up and in. High and inside. 1-1. Ball down in the way. Fooled him out in front of it. 1-2. That's a big whiff. Leader down in the way. Way outside. 2-2. 2-2 offering. Slider way outside. He got him to chase it anyway. Holster the sword. First punch out for Huck and Duck. Here's Caldeed. 0 for 3. Tense. I don't know what you did, Huck, but do it again. Throw down in the way in the first pitch. Fouled back. 0-1. Forgot he's an off-speed hitter. Focus. Focus. Forcing it down and in. Blew it by him. Doors. 0-2. Leader up and away. Doors blew it by him. Huck and Duck got him to chase again. 2 down. Wideloads down to their last out. It's Friedman. 0 for 3. Slider up and away on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Forcing it down in the way. Check swing. Strike called. 0-2. Wild thing. Curveball in the dirt. Oh, he wanted it. He wanted it. 1-2. Huck, you've got some voodoo magic. Keep using it. Leader up and in. High and tight. 2-2. He checked it again. Slider down in the way. He goes with it, hitting the hole slow over to second. Kaufman over. Waits for Rags, and that ends the inning. End the game as Huck and Duck slams the door in the 9th inning for the Platypi, and we sweep today's episode, winning both games. 4-game winning streak now for our team, as we are now up to 13-7 on the year. Wideloads fall to 10-10. We love to see that. 5 on the final here in Game 2. RBIs today. Kaufman had a solo homer and an RBI, I believe it was a single, if I remember correctly. Might have been a double. I think it was a double, actually. O'Wugliam's an RBI double. Cuffingham an RBI single. And then Zumar an RBI single as well, helping his own cause. On the other side for the Wideloads, their only run, a home run by Damian Rush. He's the only man with 6 hits today. Danny Deals, great pitching today from the young arm, but he takes the loss. 7 innings, 4 earned runs, 1 homer, 9 hits. He falls to 2-2. Langdon Strider, an inning in relief, giving up 1 earned run on 3 hits. On the other side for us, Rufus Zumar in his first start back in almost a year and a half. 6 quality innings, 3 hits given up, 6 innings plus, no earned runs, 8 strikeouts. He improves to 1-1. Lolan Ops, 2 innings in relief, giving up an earned run on a homer and 2 hits. And Huck and Duck, an inning out of the pen in his debut on the season, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Zumar, 6 quality innings, as he's the player of the game, plus he had an RBI single as well to help his own cause on the offensive side of things. Kaufman had a home run, driving in 2 total runs. She also singled in a run, and Cuffingham had the RBI double as well. She also singled. Not bad. We love to see that, guys. Big wins today. All right, all right, all right. Let's go. All right, that's 4 wins in a row now, and we're starting to gel. It's starting to all come together now. How? I don't understand, but it's happening, and that's what matters. All righty. No roster moves, no new player developments either, so we know what exactly is waiting for us. Checking the starred players that we have here in the free agent pool. Let's see here. We still have McCarthy, who's sitting at 2.3. He hasn't moved much. Gobbleson's down to 2.8. He was 2.9. And Rhymes is all the way down to 5.5. She is still way above her price point. And honestly, with the way Zumar pitched, I'm not in a hurry to bring her in because we already have what we want. Tier 3 discipline traits. Alrighty, let's do player development here real quick. The only two we liked are the one for Sorelli and also the one for Kaufman. Let's see if we can get that Mind Gamer trait here for her. 1 speed to 95, 1 fielding to 56, 1 arm to 54, bonus 3 speed. We're going to get it up to 98, 1 off max. 3 fielding, that's the one I really wanted. We're not going to get that. Mind Gamer, nah, we didn't get it, but that's all right. Kaufman still max loyalty for her. And then we're going all the way up here to Sorelli. 2 accuracy to 70, bonus 5. He is not going to get that, unfortunately. Going for a screwball to add to his pitch mix. He doesn't get that either. That would have been nice to have for him, but the loyalty does go up by 12, so I'll take that. Nice pitching. All right, love it. And then the rest, I don't like any of them, so we're just going to wait to see what replaces all these slots eventually down the road. Alrighty, let's sim up to next episode where we will finish this doubleheader against the Wideloads as we split it in half here between episodes. Grass Eaters beat the Blowfish 10-1. Crocs taking on the Grapplers. Crocs rally but lose 8-5 as Ashbaum hit a late 3-run homer to put it out of reach. Heaters taking on the Jacks, and the Jacks win in 11 innings 6-5 as Dazzler hits a walk-off homer. Beewolves rally to beat the Overdogs 4-3. Godsend has hit a go-ahead 2-run homer. Then the Beewolves hold off the Buzzards winning 3-1. Moonstars taking on the Sandcats here. Sandcats lose big 7-2. Moonstars again in the second half of the doubleheader against the Sandcats. Rally, take the lead and hold on to win 5-4. Moose taking on the Sandcats. Sandcats rally to beat the Moose though 7-3. Okay, so we're sitting at 13-7. We now have a 2-game lead in the division race as Beewolves did drop half a game this episode and the Grapplers dropped a full game as they're down to 2.5 behind. But it's still anybody's race between us, the Beewolves, the Grapplers, and the Wideloads. All those teams are within 3 games of each other. The only team that seems to be really struggling this year is the Heaters, who actually have the worst record right now in the league at 6-14. So we are right now half a game ahead of the Jacks with top seed. But if we do lose next game, they will drop below the Jacks. The Jacks will have the tiebreaker over us. So first game next episode will be the second half of the doubleheader against the Wideloads. On the mound for them will be their ace Chug Bourbony, 2-1 with a 5.47 ERA and a 1.30 WHIP. And for us, it'll be AVA, Ace Von Asen, to challenge, 3-0 with a 2.02 ERA and a 0.90 WHIP. Second matchup next episode will be against the Jacks, so it'll be the battle of the top 2 teams in the conference as of right now. Cecil Sawyer will take on veteran Alberto Roberto. Both those games will still be at Colonial Plaza as we are in the middle of a 6-game homestand. Not bad. Love to see it. Of course, that also means we're going to end on a 5-game road trip to end the season, so that's unfortunate. But, all right, that is going to do it for this episode, everybody. Big moves today. Big episode for the Platypi as a whole, as we did make a couple roster moves to start the episode. We went out and got veteran catcher Grizz Senoro to give us an actual defensive catcher there late in games when we need to move Williams to the outfield, or if we want to take Cuffing him off. He replaced Spitz McKinney on the roster. We then bring in backup middle infielder Turbo Miles. He's purely a pinch runner. He was brought in to replace Steve O'Reeves, unfortunately, which was a move I didn't want to make, but I had to in order to make the roster moves actually work out in our favor. Actually, he was brought in to replace Slaperio. Kara Kawaguchi was brought in to replace Steve O'Reeves. She is just here because she's also a pinch run option. And she also has a nice arm there at third base, and she is an emergency substitution should Beefcake ever go down with an injury. Other than that, that was our third moves. She replaced Reeves. No other offensive moves were made. We did, however, replace starter Rusty Nozzle with reliever Huckenduck. That moves Rufus Zumar into the starting rotation. As we saw today, Zumar dominated in his start. As in the episode today, we then went out and beat the Overdogs 6-5, although we did give up a late grand slam to make it a 1-run game. We nailed the door shut with rookie Rig Corral. And then in the second game, we beat the Wideloads in a well-pitched duel between Zumar and Deals, coming out on top with 5 runs to their 1. With that, our winning streak is extended to 4 straight, and we have won 6 of our last 7 games. Can we keep the hot streak rolling next time out against the Wideloads and the Jacks? Tune in to find out. If you made it this deep, guys, thanks so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch will be down in the description below if you guys want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted. And also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Shout-outs to One Boy and John War for tuning in and chatting with me during the stream. Appreciate hearing from you guys as always. And for everyone else, I'll catch you all on the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.